Hello once again YouTube, Chris and I bringing you some StarMade new to Fleetworks, and today is the second episode of the combat testing that I will be doing. So, basically, we're going to continue the combat testing. We're going to do it exactly in the same fashion as we did it before. We're going to see how long it takes for a swarm of approximately 40 frigates and 3 enemy destroyers can kill me inside a destroyer-sized ship. This is exactly what we're doing as the last episode. The only difference, really, is the fact that I have upped the AI difficulty. It is now on hard level. It is on now the hard setting. So, we are going to do that. There is also another test I would like to do afterwards, but that will be saved for a separate video. So this entire thing will not be over after this episode. We have one more video to cover for something I want to test out afterwards. That being said, let's jump into this core real quick and just take a look at the damage of the last episode, the carnage that has ensued. My weapon systems have indirectly been taken out by random laser fire from the enemy. Fume missiles were what finally killed me in the last episode, and that was from 3 enemy ships of equal size and weapons capability. And across the entirety of the hull I have received damage significantly on the outside, not so much on the inside, but the damage is there, and sections of this interior are missing completely, more extensively in some areas than others. Some places it gets really close to the external hull, so there's some interior space that is just really taking a beating. Let's see, the hangar is exposed, this area has exposed sections. It's just an absolute wreck, and this is basically turned into a Space Hulk after I was cored. We are going to again test these weapon systems with the new pirates that I have designed. They're not really even pirates, they're just frigates equipped with really small weaponry, and weapons that, for the most part, should take a while to kill me. Well, it might be faster now that I've updated difficulty. So, we're going to do it again. I am not in God mode. If I am, I'll change that as soon as I can. And, /spawn mobs executioner combat fit -140. So let's do it again. I'm going to give myself a little bit of speed so that they're not completely wrecking me. There's going to be a little bit of lag, and they are a lot more focused on my core than they were last time, and you can see that damage is really piling on now. There it goes. I'm dead. That's pretty intense. That's pretty intense. I actually was expecting that to happen once I saw them starting to fire. They are a bit close to me, I'll give them that. So maybe once they spread out a bit, they're going to lose some accuracy, of course. Let's give myself God mode. We're going to jump up into the sector that I was at. We're going to jump into my ship. They are, of course, hitting me again. Let's just real quick look at the damage they were able to do now that they are focusing their fire a lot more heavily. They broke much larger holes into the ship than before. Straight into the core room, and that is exactly what they're aiming at again in this instance. And actually, what we can do, now that I think about it, is we can jump into a core ourselves, and we'll just float around the ship. How about that? I am in God mode, so I really won't have to worry about dying. We'll just float around the ship in another core, and we'll see the damage that they do to this ship as I float around the hull of this ship. And this hopefully will simulate the idea that the enemy will have to target more than just the core of an enemy ship with the health update that is coming. I am hoping to God that that is what they are planning to do. Because if they continue to have us target the core of a ship in order to kill it, then I will be severely disappointed. They could be doing so much more with that system just by making the entire ship the target instead of just this one block. So if we come down here, you can obviously see the lasers are breaking through this ship, although it does look like it's kind of glitching through the hull. I'm seeing lasers appearing where blocks have not been broken. we're just gonna take a little tour of the ship, of course. Keep in mind, I have not actually given a full tour of this ship yet, so stay tuned for that in the future episodes of the NAF. And I think I think I'm going to be doing 2 more combat tests with this system. I think that's the plan. So I'm just, again, floating throughout the ship, hoping that the enemy AI can, over the course of time, hit different parts of the ship, and we'll see the levels of damage across the entirety of the ship hull instead of just focused on the core. I'm hoping that's what happens. Let's go over here, and we won't be able to fit through that, so we will not go through there. I think the downstairs... Nope, this is the mess hall. I'm getting lost in my own ship if you don't know what's going on. And at this point, they actually probably have backed up a little bit. They're probably a lot farther than they were when they killed me, no doubt. So, it does actually look like they're losing a little bit of accuracy. I'm not seeing the big gaping holes that they started off with. So real quick, let's jump out of the ship. Let's look at the exterior. Yeah, the firing on this ship is now more focused. What is that? Why is there an undocked hydrostatic capsule? Okay. I'm betting I could jump back into the core of this Dragoon and survive a lot longer than I did previously. They are still focusing their fire, but they're a lot farther away from me, which means their accuracy is starting to fall off a little bit. Let's do it. Let's jump back inside. Oh god, I don't even know where it is. I'm probably gonna die. Is that it? That's the docked something. Where is it? It's gotta be this. No, this is the other one. No, this is the one that was completely destroyed last time. We don't want that. There it is. No, that's not it either. Get out of here, core. That's a dock. Oh god, I'm starting to lose hull around me. I don't know where the core is. That's a docked... That's... what? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Oh, it's above me! That's why. I'm hoping I don't die. Oh god. Alright, so let's start moving the ship. Let's just move the ship so that hopefully they aren't going to just hit me instantaneously. I still have all my weapon systems, which is nice. Let's target this guy right here. We'll just fire. Why not? Oh, it looks like I have lost some of those weapon systems, though. They are at a distance of approximately 2 kilometers away. And as you can see, they're not as accurate as before, otherwise they would have killed me already. For the second time. They're so far that they are actually not even rendering their ships on my screen. They're all the way out here. And I guess at that distance, even on hard difficulty, I wouldn't be surprised that they're having difficulty hitting me, although they are still very much more accurate than the first video. As you can see, they're all hitting their mark. They're all hitting my ship at one point or another, which is really nice. And they are pretty much aiming directly at the core, which is very nice as well. That being said, actually, let's bring this ship over here. We'll start going this way. My shields are going down. Oh wait, that's actually an enemy shields, I guess. Is it? I am targeting an enemy ship. Okay, yeah, it's the enemy shields. I've got all of these enemy ships just orbiting me. Let's hit this guy with some missiles. Why not? If it managed to lock onto one of them, that would be nice. Shoot the missiles. Shoot my weapons, which probably will not hit. I just wanted to bring it closer to the other ship that we destroyed, which is right here. This is the first one. You can see the difference in the the way the damage is applied. This is a lot more sporadic. The big holes were from the other Dragoons that I spawned in to kill me, the 3 of them. Let's bring this closer. So they are still, you know, hitting my ship. They're focusing their fire a lot, but look at that. They're off by just a few blocks. And I have no doubt I'll die again. Did I turn on God mode? Oh, I did. That's probably why I'm still alive. Let's see how long it takes for them to kill me as soon as I turn this off. And actually, we'll start moving as well. We will want to make this easy for them. They should actually be doing some damage now, which is nice. We do like the damage. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry that I left God mode on. I don't know why I had that on. They probably would not have killed me in the time it took to get back into the ship. I love this right here. That focused fire just absolutely tore through the hull. I really like that. That was like the combined effort of like 5 or more of those ships just right there at that spot. My core should be getting some damage if I could bloody find the room where it's at. I don't even know where it's at. I'm completely lost in my own ship. There it is. Yeah, they're definitely breaking through some more. The core of this ship is gone. They killed the ship that was above it, although it may have been undocked. Let's just move this. I am at 14,000 blocks. They've taken about 1,000 mass of my ship off. 1/15th of my ship is now gone. 1/15th. That's how long it's taken to get to 1/15th. This is the next test that we will be doing. We will be doing a test to see how long it takes to break out 40% of this ship against a similarly sized ship. So I'll explain more of that in that video, of course. These guys are still not killing me. They are capable of breaking blocks, but they are not killing me. Doesn't look like they're breaking blocks, though. It's a bit of an issue. I'm not seeing blocks breaking. I am not in God mode. I've set that to false. So why is it that blocks are not really breaking? Maybe I'm just missing them. They are pretty much tearing right into the core room. Again, keep in mind that the whole mechanic could change. The entire ship might be considered a target in the future with the new health system. I'm really hoping that it is. I will not stop expressing this concern until I am guaranteed that the new health system will make the entirety of a ship a target for enemy AI, and not just the core. I'd really love that. Might be harder to code, but it would be nicer. I'm not seeing blocks breaking as much. There's some over here. Maybe it's just there's too many blocks breaking at all. But I'm not seeing things disappearing. See my shields. There we go. There's a few blasts. Actually, they kind of are breaking. They're just doing it really quickly, and maybe I'm not seeing the actual blocks that are disappearing because the lasers are kind of interfering. So, of course, they're trying to kill me now. It's getting harder for them. They're a little bit farther away. Even on hard difficulty, these guys are still taking their sweet time. Let's spawn in some Dragoons. Not 40 of them. That would be a nightmare. Although I would not be completely against testing that out. Let's spawn in an enemy Dragoon. Also, let's start fighting it. Where is the bastard? Somewhere right next to me. I would like to get close so I can load it in the structure of that ship. So there it is. There's the enemy. They have launched missiles. I have no idea as to the how well their shields are holding up. 60%. Took about 40% of their shields off with those 2 blasts from my weapon systems, plus a missile hit which brought them down to 20%. I am now at 8% with another charge from my beam weapons. And the drones, of course, have a higher reload rate. I am now through the shields and capable of doing damage. So let's see if we can kill this guy in the midst of all this combat. We'll keep him at a decent distance so that the missiles from them will still go off. If you get too close to an enemy pirate, they won't shoot their missiles, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they can't actually target the core because of the awkward angles of a close ship. There's some missiles. Nice. Shoot some more. Oh, I have to wait until they're reloaded. Come on. There we go. Of course, I'm not really doing much damage to the externals of this ship, or really getting close to coring the ship. There's some invisible beams going off right there. You did just see that. That bit of the front section being blown off. Do some more. I don't know if it's a setting that I have turned on, but it seems like I can only render changes in the hull's structure after I get close to the enemy ship. I don't want to stray too far from this sector either. Let's get this reloaded and shoot another volley of missiles directly at that ship. And there, they finally managed to kill me. Alright, so, God mode on. Let's see the damage that they managed to pull on that ship once I spawned in another Dragoon. So that should be the core of my ship. This is the core of something on the ship. Alright, so we'll zoom out. I believe this is the one? Yes. Okay, so this is the same ship I was just in. They should not be able to damage me because of God mode. I'm hoping that's the case, otherwise I'm going to have to do this again. Here is the focused fire from their first initial blast that killed me in the beginning. We should be seeing some actual missile hits now, with much larger impacts that we didn't see before. We've got one right here, one right there, one right there. You can see just how small those missiles are compared to the entirety of the ship. I think that's a much more enjoyable size. That's a much more reasonable size. Because I can tell you right now that Pirate Station Alpha will clear out the entire front section right here. Everything on the screen will be taken out by Pirate Station Alpha in one missile. That's too much, in my opinion. That is fucking ridiculous. This looks way cooler. In terms of battle damage, that's way nicer. I would much rather get hit with missiles that small and see that type of damage applied to my ship than just having a third of its structure completely wiped off the face of the universe. That's... nobody wants that. It's overpowered. That's how it feels. And we don't like overpowered things. We'd like to have a semblance of a chance. We like the struggle, you know? That's the really cool stuff that happens with combat. We got another missile hit here. It looks like they got another missile hit right here. And chances are they got the last missile just a direct hit into the center of the room, but maybe I'm wrong. They could have actually hit me with a beam. We've got... I don't know if this structure was... there was anything really here. This doesn't look like a missile. I pretty much was facing that guy head on, so it looks like all the missile hits would be in the front. It looks like they all hit on this side. This right here actually looks like a missile. That's definitely a missile. Probably all of this right here is a missile hit. And actually, they probably got another missile hit right here. It looks like some of them came in from the side and just completely wrecked this structure right here. Sorry if it's a little dark. Alright. Not bad. Of course, that guy is still out there and I'm being completely owned still. Where is the other Dragoon? It might actually have despawned already. Let's hope that it did not. Let's 2 kilometers in the other direction. So let's start flying over there. I have been dropped down to 13,000 mass, which means they've taken out 2/15ths of my hull. I don't want to say that that's 30%, because it's not. Alright. Where is that other ship? Oh god, I'm probably going to knock into it. Wait a minute, that's not it. That's the, that's probably the hydrostatic capsule that got pushed off of it. Yep. Does the other ship still exist? Apparently it's up there. We'll fly the ship up there, and the next episode we'll try a slightly different experiment where we will fight a static ship, a ship that is not moving. We'll see how long it takes before I can break a certain percentage of its hull. And that would be a test more focused on the mechanics of the new health system than the mechanics of the current system. There's an enemy ship. Enemy destroyer. Huh. Nice. So, to recap, this is what the hull of the first test looked like. The destruction that ensued with the first hull. And, this is what the second one looks like. More concentrated fire, it's not so sporadic with the hits. Especially in the beginning when they were right on top of me. Probably a mistake, but that's okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this type of stuff, leave some feedback here or somewhere else where I'm discussing this on the forums, of course. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. I was cored. We are going to again test this these weapon systems with the new pirates that I have designed. They're not really even pirates, they're just frigates equipped with really small weaponry and weapons that for the most part should take a while to kill me. Well, it might be faster now that I've updated difficulty. So we're gonna do it again. I am not in God mode. If I am, I'll change that as soon as I can. And not so much in the inside, but the damage is there, and you know, sections of this interior are missing completely, more extensively in some areas than others. Some places it gets really close to the external hull, so you know, there's some interior space that is just really taking a beating. Let's see, the hangar is exposed. This area has exposed sections. It's just an absolute wreck, and this is basically turned into a Space Hulk after... Hello once again YouTube, Chris the Nightbringer here, bringing you some StarMade new to Fleetworks, and today is the second episode of the combat testing that I will be doing. So, basically, we're going to continue the combat testing. We're going to do it exactly in the same fashion as we did it before. We're going to see how long it takes for a swarm of approximately 40 frigates and 3 enemy destroyers can kill me inside a destroyer-sized ship. This is exactly what we're doing as the last episode. The only difference, really, is the fact that I have upped the AI difficulty. It is now on hard level. It is on now the hard setting. So, we are going to do that. There is also another test I would like to do afterwards, but that will be saved for a separate video. So this entire thing will not be over after this episode. We have one more, video to cover for something I want to test out afterwards. That being said, let's jump into this core real quick and just take a look at the damage of the last episode, the carnage that has ensued. My weapon systems have indirectly been taken out by random laser fire from the enemy. Fume missiles were what finally killed me in the last episode, and that was from 3 enemy ships of equal size and weapons capability. And across the entirety of the hull I have received damage significantly on the outside.